They don't like that. How you doing? How's it going? Hey, James. All right. Then. Hey, Philip. How you doing? Did you get that GoPro yet? Hey, Deidre. Yeah, it's not too bad here. It warmed up today. 38, I think. It's not bad. Oh, just hanging in there, Nicole. Alethea, how you doing? How's it going today? Hey, Bake. Party, that's it. Hey, Melissa. You love the party. Good. That's great. As long as you like the party. It's a requirement here. Hey, Rana, how you doing? Nice day here today, actually. I just went out and did a little bit of driving video. This GoPro is so much better for driving videos. Somebody made a comment about that. I would agree with you. Hey, Angela, how you doing? Oh, okay. I've asked this before, but not everybody's likes driving videos. I like them. I have some diehard people that like to watch them, and I've asked a few times, but I'm curious the people that are on the chat now. Would you rather have music or no music? Music or no music on the driving videos? Hey, graphic. Oh, 68 degrees. That's pretty good. Oh, thank you, baked potato. Thank you. It's nice of you. Hey, Annie, how you doing? You would rather have music. You like the music too. Okay. Okay. Well, all right. I'll put music on the other one. Some people do, some people don't. Oh, you like it too, huh? Okay. The sound is so much better for doing driving videos with this GoPro than it is the other cameras. And I find that most of the time I put music, there's so much ambient noise that I think it'd be too distracting because it takes twice as long to put music. But with this GoPro microphone, it sounds muffled and not that loud, which is 10 times better. Hello, Patrick. Diamonds in the back, you like that, huh? Party's always here, Patrick. Hey, Brandon, how you doing? Hey, Lisa, how's it going? Yeah, it's a good idea. I should go put some cat food on. I think I'll do that right now. Go put out some cat food. I'll be right back. Daisy, you want a diamond in the back, sunroof down, Daisy? You want to do a gangster lean on with Dad? You want to do a diamond in the back? You want to do a gangster lean in the van, honey? Huh? You do want a diamond in the back, huh? Good job. Great job. Super job. Super great job. Thank you, hon. Thank you. Thank you, hon. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Daisy. Thank you very much, Daisy. Thank you so kindly. All right. Hey, guys. Thanks for reminding me of that. Hey, Faye, how you doing? So you had to get rid of one already? Yeah, good move, good move. Hey, John. Hey, Ned, how you doing? Oh, Canadian Rockies are beautiful. Switzerland, huh? You lucky dog. How much snow do you have there? Really nice. How you doing, Faye? How's it going? Elvis is in the building. He sure is. I got some new books today. That's what I was getting out of the mailbox. Pretty nice day. I think I got to like 38 or something like that. Really can't beat it. Hey, did you get that warm spell over there? Wind's been coming pretty much out of the west, so you probably did. Oh, good. Oh, Stephen King. Yeah, have you read that book, the book on writing that he wrote? Did you write that? Oh yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, no problem. Yep, take it easy. Have a good night. But yeah, I think you should get a GoPro and put it in the pig's pen. I think those would be some good videos. I think you'd really enjoy it. Put a big smile on your face. Oh, happy birthday, Joe. Oh, 49th. Wow. Happy birthday to you. Those years fly by, don't they? I think they do. Be going before you know it. Oh, thank you. Oh, you like them? Yeah, good camera. That's the whole secret. This GoPro, I mean, takes such good photos. I tell everybody I think you should get a GoPro. Nice. Good ones. Oh, no kidding. Oh, that'd be nice in that. Wow. Yeah, Becky was on the chat last week. Yep. Seems to be doing okay. Hey, Patricia. Hi, Amy. Did you do anything special for your birthday, Joe? Amy, did you rest up like you said you were going to? Oh, West Branch, Michigan. That's West Branch, Michigan. Yeah, Becky's a trooper. I think she should train the Navy SEALs. She can really hang in there. Oh, good for you. We'll have a good time. That'd be nice. Are you going to bed soon? You tired, huh, Amy? Is your sleeping, is it still better? Is that an improvement? Oh, you're rapping now, Patricia. I got to check that out. Patricia, when you get up your chat set up, you can rap. You can do some live raps. Oh, Digit Channels. Hey, Jane. How's it going? Yeah, Patricia's got a nice voice. Patricia, did you try any of those other music sites where you can sing and make money? Good, Jane. Thank you. Oh, you could rap. You could rap. Yeah, you can. Oh, good, Amy. That's good. Don't worry about changing the amount around a little bit, a little less, a little more, that kind of thing. Yeah, yep, pretty good, Jane. Daisy's doing fine. Just partying. Oh yeah, Three Rivers. Yep, been over there. Used to be an antique store. I used to cut down and go through over there a lot. Oh, thanks, M and J. Good. See, no buffering tonight. Looks like that's good. Yeah, I get pretty good sleep. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was tired, man. I haven't been that tired in a long time. I did get some good sleep. 8 solid hours. What books did I order here? I'll tell you. I'll open it up. Tell you which books I got. Let me open that. I get them all the time. I used to upload what books that I got, but I don't know why. I just haven't been doing it lately. Uploading too many other things, I guess. So I'll tell you right now. I'll open them. I get a lot of books off eBay. About maybe like today, I got 5 books in the mail. What I like is textbooks. I read a lot about science. The first book is called "Does the Law Morally Bind the Poor?" Or "What Good's the Constitution When You Can't Afford a Loaf of Bread?" That's one book. The second book is Webster's Synonyms, Antonyms, and Homonyms. The third book is Where Land Meets Water, Understanding the Wetlands of the Great Lakes. The next one is Orthopedic Emergencies, a radiographic atlas. They show all sorts of different kinds of injuries they got through different kinds of ways and what they look like on a X-ray. And the last one is The World's Oceans. Oh, I got one more too. World's Oceans, 6th edition. The last one is, I got this for a buddy of mine, The Oxford Companion to Wines of North America. So there you have it. Oxford Companion to Wines in North America. Where these places get their books a lot is You know, libraries, there's a name for it, and I always forget it. You know, sometimes you just can't think of a word. And that's what I think of when I think of the term they use when libraries purge books. Hey, Virginia. Uh, hey, Debbie and Dave, how you doing? Oh, absolutely, you can join. Better believe it, VIP. Hey, Semka. Yeah, the Great Lakes one. The only downside is the only one I got. That some books you can't get in hardcover, and that's one of them. Oh, get Room Darkening Shades, Virginia. They're worth it. Room Darkening Shades. No, but I know quite a bit about that from living in them, about how the Great Lakes form the glaciers. Pretty damn interesting, I'll tell you that. It's 3% of the world's fresh water, which is pretty damn impressive. Oh, I think so too, Frisky. Doesn't that sound like a good book? Yeah. No, I can't get into ebooks. I think I'm, the wrong generation. I just don't care for it. I like to, put sticky notes and arrows. And I got every sticky that ever made for different parts of a book that I want to go back and remember or research or whatever, Oh, awesome documentary. Where did you see that, by the way? Yeah, shoot me a link on that. Appreciate it. Yeah, I got too many hobbies. Everybody knocks about having ADHD. Well, you know what? I learned a lot of stuff because of it. It's like anything. If you said something not nice about a person, people would say, well, why don't you say something nice about them? Nobody ever says that about ADHD. It's always like it's one big negative. It's not. It does have its problems, but I've learned a lot from being this way. I mean, I'm not maybe, kind of like jack all trades, master at none, but yeah. Hey, Rita, how you doing? Rita, you were going to send me something on that reward. Whatever happened with that? Somebody said you did it or something like that. Oh, thank you, Jane. No, that's good. Wetlands are pretty interesting. I think. You'll notice, you guys know this. You think things are interesting that interest you. That's just the way it is. Oh, how you doing, Todd? Yeah, I think it's my age, just ebooks. Some days are good. It's just like anything else. That's exactly it. Hey, Kayla, how you doing? How's it going? Oh yeah, I got too many. I would say I probably do have too many hobbies, but there's no consequence to them. I think I obsess about certain things. Now, maybe I don't though. You know, I think it's up to me if I determine if I obsess, not some shrink. I learned a lot about a lot of things. Yeah, does the law morally bind the poor? That's a good one. By George Wright. You can get these books. These books I get, they're like $4 and $5 free shipping. I mean, I do pay more for books, but when I get these big boxes of them, I get them cheap. Oh, wow. Well, hats off to your husband, Kayla. Lucky dog. It's funny. People come on. This is another thing that people discuss a lot too. You see older women and younger women a lot, but not very often the other way around. Older women and younger guys. I mean, in a big way. Why? Why is that? Anybody take a stab at that? Hey, Alana, how you doing? Colorado Springs, all right. Oh, broke a 100-year record. No kidding. Congratulations. You've probably been waiting all winter for that. Oh, yeah. They used to have salt mine tours in Detroit, actually. Morton Salt has huge salt deposits. They've owned them one way or the other. Hey, Penny, things back to normal? Yeah, it's almost always the guy older. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, Imogene? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's not talked about much. Oh, okay. Do you think that's the way to go, Rita? Oh, okay. Thank you. Hey, Intellectual, did you go see the Blue Ice today? No, I didn't have any Dragon's Milk because I have some Grand Marnier left. Hey, LA. Oh, they're a dime a dozen. Go on eBay and search for books. I use Better World Books all the time out of Mishawaka, Indiana. Yeah, see, Jane, I think that's a lot to do with it. I mean, yeah, right. You don't talk to too many older women that want younger men. I'll tell you something interesting about that. I've mentioned this before, but I had a buddy of mine that modeled, and he was on Fear Factor. And I met a lot of guys during the time I knew him in Chicago. Right after I moved to Chicago, we played on the same basketball league, even though he was 20 years younger than me. But anyway, I met, a bunch of nice looking guys that, made their living by how they look. And when you crunch the numbers, that's very few people that can do that. When you've got modeling agencies pursuing you, that speaks volumes. There's people that are attractive, but when you get into print and particularly runway modeling, that's, most everyone would agree when you see someone that does that, you would agree that they were attractive, bar exception, right? TV anchors the same way. But there was always a handful of these young guys that were always going to try and be gigolos, and they were going to bestow their presence amongst these older women that would support them. I can't think of one instance where that ever happened. I would be at parties in Chicago and a couple times in LA and Las Vegas. And there'd be after parties after a meeting or an event or something like that. And I'd just be traveling around out there with them, screwing around. And I can remember vividly a couple of guys like hinting around to some older women about, being supported. And these women thought it was funny. And when you would overhear them talk, they would reference how cute these guys were. And they were really good looking, but that's about as far as it went. Where with guys, it seems to be the exact opposite. But I don't know of any young, good looking guy. I'm not saying that he didn't have an experience or two with an older woman, but as far as like an older woman supporting a younger guy, one guy dated a woman for a very short time. And he said that what he learned was that women are embarrassed to have a young boy toy around, and that they create fictional fake titles for them. They'll fill out an assumed name or form a corporation that they're a financial planner. Just so when someone says, hey, what's your boy toy do for a living? It's like, oh, he has his own business. He's a financial planner. He manages a large real estate portfolio. It's all a bunch of bullshit. But the last thing it seemed like, at least according to this guy, was anything that they wanted to have anything to do with was being outed on this guy is just nothing but a pet. Sugar mommy. Yeah, it's just not reality. Yeah, that's the thing about it, DZ. I mean, porn, they say, even Al Gore will tell you this, that it's responsible for the internet. Porn's not reality. That's the problem. Guys watch porno movies and they think that's what sex with their wife's supposed to be like. Yeah, but I don't know why people would consider porn any more of a reality than a murder show, a murder play, a Halloween party. I mean, why does why does that have to be pigeonholed as being more legit than anything else that's out there that's fake or not real, that's used for entertainment? I mean, do you think the Hallmark commercials you see on TV are real? For these Hallmark movies? I mean, that's just an idea that it seems to me is more of a fantasy than a reality. And television knows what attracts people. Go into the self-help section of a bookstore. You know, every damn thing you can think of you thought was wrong with yourself or how you'd like to change, someone's written a book about it. So, you know, I think it's normal behavior. I think you could argue that if you watched every Hallmark movie that ever came out, you'd be just as whacked as the guy that watches Debbie Does Dallas and Deep Throat 5,000 times. Both are at the extreme ends of reality, only in different ways. I mean, Marcus Welby, MD. I mean, come on. Bewitched. Gilligan's Island. You know, people got a lot of entertainment out of Gilligan's Island. They watched it. They knew it was a show. They liked the characters, the cast, and where the different episodes traveled. And then when somebody watches a porno movie, it's like, it's not reality, you know, that's just bullshit. Life isn't that way. Yeah, I know that. Well, neither was Gilligan's Island. Neither was Gilligan's Island. And neither was the Beverly Hillbillies. But you know where to draw the line. You know, it's the argument against kids playing with soldiers and tanks and shooting each other. Is that healthy? Well, I had them all. I mean, I'm not saying I'm definitely not the mentally healthiest person in the world, but I don't think that playing with plastic army soldiers and tanks and airplanes and bombing things turned me into any different person than I would have been had I not done it. Yeah, so, you know, it was a good show. But, you know, I'm just careful about, you know, what's force-fed with regard to reality. I mean, that's why they call it entertainment. Look at a book on fiction. The whole damn thing's fake. But you enjoy it. They say fiction takes you to a place where reality can't. And in certain circumstances, that's probably true. Dildos is a perfect example. I can always count on you, intellectual, to just pull that rabbit's head out of your head, not rabbit now, to give me an excellent example of what's not real, but yet the use they get. It's more than symbolism. You bring up a good point. Hey, Lisa. Yeah. No, they don't. They don't. The meat industry. Like in what regard, Paul? How would you explain that? You know? Hello, Lisa. I didn't check that. I got that written down. I'm going to do it, Rita. I promise you. I'll do that tonight, actually. Yeah. Yeah, dildos, that's another thing that's, you know, it's kind of like when you call somebody a douchebag. I think dildos are another thing that's not really reality. I mean, unless they've been lying to me, most of the women I ever knew never had a dildo. I mean, they joke about it. You may get one for a gag gift, but the reality of a woman walking in and looking at a big 18-incher, that's something that a guy would like to believe is true rather than a typical normal woman purchasing on her own. I'm sure they're around, but I think it's more of fodder for comedians and moderators on my channel. Yeah, blow up doll, same thing. Yeah, I mean, every one out of every 5 million men had one. It's just not reality. It's just as fictitious, overblown, and villainized as pornography's been. I'm going to check that out. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean that's the way I look at it. Yeah, she did have a good run today. Yeah, that's a vibrator, not a dildo. Okay, it's a big difference. I can tell you don't have one now. You're lying again. It does matter. It sure does. It's very hard to get out of a woman, even in a candid conversation. The only way you can really get them to talk straight about the size of their boyfriend's members were to get them drunk, and even then, it's dicey. Yeah, you're right, Paul. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Latin rhythm sections, great. Oh, good, you had it. Good. What'd you think of the ice? What was your impression of the ice? Take a poll. Yeah, but it's not going to be a good poll because everybody, there's going to be people out here. Let's take for an example, Faye has a big old 18-incher. Faye, I'm just using you as an example. So she would probably most likely check no just to be polite because she doesn't think it's anybody's business. Yeah, Rita. I mean, that's another thing that's brought up all the time. They say, well, it's not the size, it's how you use it. I don't really buy that. I mean, I know that's true, and it's probably maybe it's happened, but I tell people all the time, if you want a guy that's going to tell you about it's not the size, it's how to use it, just ask a little dipped guy. That's not true. I mean, not true based on conversations I've had. I'm generalizing. Any girl that I've been friends with, uh, they'd like a big old schlong. I mean, they don't want some big Johnny Holmes or Ron Jeremy pecker. But this how you use it is something that got created in a think tank. Hey, Stephanie. Yeah, I knew there'd be a lot less people there today too. Yeah. Yeah, but LA, why would you portray a false picture of you amongst your children? Wouldn't it be better for you to just buy one, and if they find it, tell them they shouldn't be looking under your mattress, and that adults need these kinds of things rather than making it look like you don't want one? See, that's where I have a problem sometimes. Too much of a good thing. Oh, Daisy, wow, there you go. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, women, you get into these things. Normal size. There you go, Jane. I would believe that. Normal size. Yeah. I heard a lady talking to her girlfriend the other day when I was getting the coffee, and believe it or not, they were talking about dick size. And the girlfriend said, well, how big was he? And she said, huge. She said, not internet big, but big. And I kind of chuckled to myself. That kind of sums it up, internet big. Yeah. Annie likes the real thing. Yeah, but Annie, that's not always practical. I mean, who doesn't? When you're 75 years old and you run out of beer, I mean, what's left? Yeah. Oh, it did, Jim. Were you embarrassed about that? I mean, in looking back on that, if you had it to do all over again, would you left a bigger one, a smaller one? What is it that bothered you? Yeah, well, they spell out what normal is, Deezy. How about if you just roll back the old time frame in your life and come up with an average? You tell us. Yeah, internet big. I thought that was a pretty good way of putting it. I don't hear any noise in the background. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I've heard of that before. Yeah. It's he'll look at it this way, Jane. Just as he ages, there's going to be a day when he understands it because he'll find one under his wife's mattress too. So I wouldn't let it bother me. If he was super young, you could have just told him it was a giant rubber birthday candle. I mean, here's what matters is how old the person that finds it is. You can pass it off as anything when they're real young. And just by virtue of them asking what it is ought to be a big clue. Yeah. Oh, you make a killing. Everybody knows that's true. It's true. No, that's okay, Jane. Yeah, it's true, Ted. People lie about sex. I told you, I got a friend, a doctor. He said people lie about sex all the time. People are embarrassed to say they're not getting any, and a lot of them say they're getting it when they're not. It's weird. If you're a 30-year-old guy and you've been seeing the same physician for 10 years, and you keep checking no as far as sexually active, you can understand how a guy would be a little embarrassed about that. I mean, our culture, that's I don't know if that would be considered normal. Maybe you ought to just take a little pocket Bible with them, try and explain it away. Now, in theory, a physician could give two shits. Oh, he did, Jane. No kidding. He was 12. Wow. Now, how old is he now? Yeah, silence. Thank you. Don't like that. Yeah. Well, you were honest with him. He probably knows. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Well, LA, if you're open and honest with your kids, why don't you just get the dildo of your dreams and set it on the kitchen table? Get it over with. That's honest, isn't it? Yeah, flathead. Oh, Jane, I think there's no end to that. If you look at like sex in old folks' homes, it doesn't seem like it ends till the day they die. What they have learned in the last 20 years, though, is that these old men getting these young girls pregnant and that men could produce offspring till the day they die. That's true. But what they've learned is this old sperm doesn't really have the old kick that the younger sperm does. If you look at numbers in general, these old dads, are much more likely to produce kids with two heads and an extra finger, that kind of thing. There's nothing wrong with that, DZ. Yeah. I think you should do that, Ella. You're splitting hairs here. On one hand, you say, I want to be honest, and on the other hand, you don't want to get one in case he finds it. So you've got a problem here. Oh, I believe it, Daisy. Yeah, they're super spreader STDs. You're right about that, Em. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, now this is just a theory I have, and it could be actually absolutely false, but it seems to me that these older people that are having lots of sex, like you see a couple that would be on Oprah or something, they're talking about, wow, they just learned a new position last night and they're 70 years old. All these people, when I just try and get a grasp of this, I think that they were older people that didn't have much sex when they were younger. Now, I don't have anything to base this on, it's just an opinion. But all these old people that claim about this great sex, I think something happened to their spouse, maybe they got divorced, whatever, and they had a shot at a different sexual partner after having the same one for 40 or 50 years. And those are the kind of people that are smiling from ear to ear. But I kind of am skeptical of it. I think an average person that had a good sex life when they were young and through their 30s, 40s, and 50s, they pretty much had it with the sex at the end of the road. Did you really, Jane? No kidding. What would you attribute that to? Just not getting caught in a car in a parking lot and you were less relaxed? Why would you think it would get better at 40? No guilt? Are you a Catholic? That would help explain it. Oh, you feel like that, DZ. Okay. That could be too, Ed. Yeah, yeah. Aiden. Yep, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, Ted. That would be my guess. Yeah, I would agree with you. Yeah, Viagra. Yeah. Aiden. Yeah, I'm sorry. I pronounced it incorrectly. Yeah, I don't know. I know at my age, I don't care that much about it. Not really. I mean, I'd take Viagra if I had to. I don't have a problem. I would do it. That sure would seem like it'd take some of the fun out of it, though. Just having to excuse yourself while you drank an 18-ounce glass of water to wash your Viagra down. Seems like if what I read about this medication is true, that it's a dead giveaway. I mean, you're not fooling anybody. Yeah, she did. Daisy's got great ears. Nah, not that much. No, no, I'm 65. I could take it or leave it. Mainly leave it. You know, the old joke amongst men is you jack off more when you're married than when you're single. I think there's an element of truth to that as well. It's funny how these folklore gets disseminated and it becomes real. You know, young people talk amongst themselves about sex a lot. It doesn't seem like middle-aged people do. That's just my observation. You know, you're young, you're starting out, you want to know what's what. I'll tell you one thing. I got friends of mine that have wives, and I think you couldn't pay me $1 million to have sex with any of them. That's why I'm glad I'm not religious, because I would have a constant conundrum from the time I got up till the time I went to bed. I mean, if God's here and he wanted that old wiener to work, it doesn't seem like you'd need Viagra. But I see the relationships now. Now, what I would agree on is maybe I'm missing out on this inner love that, you know, it doesn't matter what they look like. Well, you leave me out of that one, I'll claim shallow on this one. But I mean, they're not bad looking for their age, but just the thought of these guys, and I just don't think I could do it. I don't. It doesn't really interest me. They'd probably divorce me. That, or they wouldn't want to do it with me either. Yeah, they do, Amy, right? They do it so they can drink. Yeah. Be with the right person. Yeah. Well, I had a buddy. I mentioned him a lot. He's a Catholic priest, and he had a couple guys tell him that the best sex they ever had in their life was when they were in love. And that's an interesting argument because, you know, human beings, I don't want to call it recreation, but you have sex outside of producing offspring, and you don't see deer and squirrels and ducks doing that, which I always thought was really interesting. So you wonder how much of it is learned and how it morphed into being the way we are culturally after all these years. How you doing, Mark? Good, Elizabeth. Where you been lately? Where have you been? Yeah, that's what I think, Simca. I mean, it sounds terrible. It sounds terrible to think that way. You think whack is a cop out? Yeah, I would agree. I have a good friend of mine actually who quit watching porn because he said it was going to ruin his marriage. That made perfect sense to me. You know, what made even more sense is why I'm not with my wife. I mean, you can't argue the convenience. I mean, if you think a 55-year-old woman's going to look as good as two twin blue-eyed blonde Scandinavian lesbians, you're out of your mind. And that in and of itself is part of the problem. Oh, good for you. Memoir. You're awful young to want to write that. Right? Nothing's happened yet, Elizabeth. Aren't you only 24? Oh, they do, Jane. Yeah. No, totally true. And yeah, having sex with married men. That's their number one clientele, married men. Yeah. You think it's betrayal that a guy would masturbate? Oh, okay. Now I talk to women too that they're glad their husband masturbates because then they don't have to have sex with them. Hey, Mark. Yeah, porn. Yeah. I mean, here's the $50,000 question: is it possible for someone to watch it and there not be a negative consequence? I mean, once again, everybody's talking about the negative consequences of pornography. Can anybody think of a positive one? Oh, 22. Okay. Well, what are you going to write? What do you got, about a half a chapter written? You haven't been around long enough, have you? Yeah, speaking of light switches, it's also why topless bars, strip clubs are very low light. There just aren't that many people that look great. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Elizabeth, with the full lights on. Yeah, I think you're probably right, Major DZ. Yeah, I think you're right. Aiden says he doesn't go along with it. Yeah, Adam and Eve, yeah. Some do. I think some women want sex as much as men. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Discover something different. Oh, okay, okay. Well, good luck with it. Good. Isn't that interesting, Frisky? And even the Catholics who knock birth control for years recommend the rhythm method, which is a form of birth control. I never understood that. Is there any Catholics out there? Frisky, Frisky Simke, you onto this at all? Oh, now do you know this for sure, Simke? I've never really read that. Oh, okay. Watch it with my wife. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to watch it with my wife. I don't. Oh boy, Deezy, you're drawing a line on this. Now, Deezy, are you married now? Do you have a husband now? This poor guy. I mean, is he shackled in the basement right now, or is he free to roam in his own free will? Holy God! Sounds like this guy gets caught jacking off and he'd be planning a funeral next week. Yeah, I think that's possible. I mean, it's multifaceted. It's like anything, Simka. It's multifaceted. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Yeah, Daisy snores. Yeah, it's strong. Yeah, now, yeah, I mean, any addiction. I mean, it's hedonistic. It's pleasure seeking. It's conducive to human behavior. I mean, have you ever known someone that went to get therapy because they were taking nails and pounding them through their hand every day with that ball peen hammer? Hell no. It hurts. It's no fun. I mean, again, it's a pleasurable feeling. It can be alcohol, it can be dope, it can be sex. Dopamine. But nobody has come up with not one person has made one positive comment about pornography. There isn't anybody out there that would give pornography a thumbs up for some kind of reason. I mean, everybody's villainizing it, but yet millions of people are watching it and no one can come up for a good reason to do so. Why? Hey, Carl, how you doing? Why? Oh, it is one of the hardest addictions to recover from. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go, Stephanie. There's an honest answer. Yeah, she would. But Stephanie, here's the thing now. If you looked at a guy that constantly watched porn and someone like you that constantly played slot machines, who's the better? You see what I mean? You're addicted, Annie. Oh, okay. Oh, now I think that used to be the case, Simka. I used to think that. I don't think it's that way anymore. I'm generalizing. Oh, look at LA. So she okay. Oh, that's a good answer. No, they don't. No, that's exactly right. And that's the same argument I use if I've had women ask me, do you think I ought to get into porn? It's like, hey, it's up to you. Off the cuff, no. And I can just tell you this, how the women that were in porn, how their lives ended up. And for me, I like you. I want the best for you. And if you look at all these old guys and girls in porn, these aren't exactly people that are led good, happy, fulfilling lives. Why? There's something to it. Let's put it that way. Porn can save you for cheating. Well, thank you, Sean. See, thank you. There's finally somebody said something positive. Aiden likes slot machines as well. Jane likes porn. Oh, God, we're getting somewhere. Yeah, but the legal stuff isn't. I don't think the legal porn is big of a deal. Yeah. It's a fine line, yeah. What's the fine line? I mean, you told me it's an addiction that's hard to get over, and it's made people feel bad after they do it. So what's the fine line? I mean, when you cross that fine line, what's the upside of it all? Oh, okay. Oh, look at Andrew. Well, Andrew, I'd love to agree with you, but I'm not necessarily convinced that that's accurate because you wouldn't know who these people are. Oh, okay. Well, hey, to each his own, right? Oh, Bill Clinton. Yeah, I don't know he'd exactly be a perfect ambassador for what sex addiction or porn can do. He said that though, it helps keep the rape numbers down. I don't know. Does anybody know about this? I never. I think watching porn and rape are like worlds apart. And if I'm wrong, I'd like to know about it. All right, Elizabeth, way to go. Yeah, good answer. I think that's a good answer. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was kind of embarrassing. He actually got his law license taken away in Alabama for that. What's that, Rob? What's wrong? Oh, you do agree with the town? Okay. It's just, you could go anywhere and you're going to get pretty much the same answers, but yet, it's setting records and subscriptions and getting more hits than anything. That's the funny part. Hey, Terry, how you doing? Oh, really? See, I don't, I never knew anybody was in it. I never was, but is this just like fantasy sports? I don't really get that, you know? Gang rape porn. Oh, okay. I never saw that. Oh, people trading porn. Okay. That's all right, Annie. Don't worry about it. Hold your head proudly and thank yourself for being part of this discussion. Go ahead, Terry. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, Elizabeth. Yeah, yeah, you nailed it. Yeah, yeah. No, I think it's a logical conclusion to make. Yeah. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Yeah. See, that's not right either. I don't think that religion should make anybody feel frigid. Well, you wasted your good years just buying into that, but I think they had your best interest in mind. Like you know, maybe that's the way you interpreted it, but I bet there are people that experienced a life similar to you that don't feel that way. Why? It's subjective. Oh, okay, Flathead. Okay. Oh, it makes your wrist sore. All right. Well, that's a good reason not to watch it. So you're hurting yourself. Oh, there's Stephanie. That's my girl. Good. Oh, okay, Frisky. Good. See, I've joked about this before with like a reverse dating site. This is just my whacked out, crazy space cadet opinion, but I think the dating sites ought to have all this stuff in it, what you really do, not what you think you'd like to do. And then as the cone narrows like a triangle, you get down to the stupid shit that everybody is prioritizing when they're looking at thumbnails and dating sites, the looks, the job, the baggage. Why not just cut to the chase? Quit dicking around. I mean, if you looked at the way, you're attracted to people and the normal protocol, no wonder the marriage divorce rate is so high and it lasts long. It's because everybody's going into it, rolling the dice, hoping that 2 years down the road, they're hoping this is what they thought it was going to be. Where if you discuss these things early on, it saved this false relationship you had for a while. Yeah, cat's out there chowing down. Yeah, he is. Yeah. You can't hear me, Stephanie? Yeah, I don't really know. To each his own, I guess. I know two married women that divorced their husband because they were having sex with guys. They didn't know it, didn't have any idea that was going on. The down low. Yeah. I'll tell you another thing too. I mean, this kind of all feeds into it. I mean, if you could look at somebody's mental health profile, it's always, good to know the people you're asking. It's like any survey. I want to look at the questions before I'm going to buy the answers, how they were phrased, under what circumstances. I mean, if you talk to 100 people and they were all in an insane asylum, who gives what they think about the current interest rate? You know what I mean? You pay high taxes over there, and they pay for it. Elizabeth does. Yeah, you pay high taxes. Everybody says go over to Canada and live. Your health care is free. The hell it is. Look at what the income tax is for people that live in Canada. Hello, Kat. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what? I'm glad you brought that up. We have an Indian casino. Not that it matters that Native Americans own it, but long story short, 2 weeks ago, everybody that was a big winner, winning more than they were losing, kicked them all out and gave them lifetime bans. They told them that they could use their points for their T-shirts and their cups with their name on it, but they had a month to use them. But do not ever come back there again. You're banned for life. They kicked about 130 people out. What do you think of that? Do you think that's okay? I mean, do you think it's the way to go? Oh, calm down, Elizabeth. Simca has a right to speak her opinion. She does. Yeah, Debbie and Dave, isn't that the truth? Take that GoPro in there, figure out their secrets, not treating people nicely. At what's the name of that casino? Intellectual. What do they call that place? Soaring Eagles, the one in Mount Pleasant, and I don't know what they call the one in Standish. Soaring Eagle 2. Negative reinforcement. Okay. Oh, he's behind the snow pile. Oh, okay. Well, not these people. They kicked him out. Yeah. I've heard of that happening before. I knew a girl that was a manager in a Las Vegas place. Another one in Tunica. If you win too much, they'll kick you out of there. It's a private business. They can kick out whoever they want as long as it's not for race or religion or sex. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. Yep. Yeah, no kidding. Yep, Soaring Eagle kicked them out. Oh yeah, that's not cool, Daisy. Yeah, private property. That's exactly right. Yeah. In the Native American thing, that's sovereign nation stuff. That's a whole nother thing, extra level of doing whatever you feel like it. They didn't even have to abide by the COVID restrictions. They did voluntarily, but they didn't have to. If you're going to get in trouble at a casino, you get caught ripping off a machine, you get in a fight or something like that. Make sure it's not in a Native American casino, because that's a whole nother ball game, man. It is. Just like getting in trouble in a national park compared to a state park. Be selective in where you decide to screw up. Yeah, Stephanie, here's an honest answer. Me either. Yeah, they give them a big hug when they come in. It's like, here's Stephanie. She's one of our esteemed guests. She's from Seattle. She's been gambling here for 10 years, and we love Stephanie. She loses her ass almost every night. It's just what we're looking for. Yeah, their own, sovereign nation. Yep. Yeah, federal laws, Jane, yeah. No, they acknowledged that it wasn't cheating, Rita. They knew they weren't cheating. They said they were, we'll give them this. They were just above board and frank and said, hey, you're winning too much. This is not how our business model set up. You've won too much over a long time. and we don't want you here any longer. Hey, Robin. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that's true, Pro. That is what he said. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why it would not be true. Oh, thank you, Proud. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's federal. It's a charter, though, actually. Charter. Yeah, I've been to casinos. I don't get into them that much. I think it's a really shitty feeling. Like, money seems to lose value. That's part of the reason they turn it into credits. You know, if you're reaching into your pocket for every $5 spin you make, that's much different than when you run out of a stack of fives and you've only been there 10 minutes, than taking that same dollar amount and converting it into credits. And if your life sucks, you got a marriage that's no good, you're going broke, you got laid off, you just got out of cancer surgery. I mean, it's an appealing environment. You can get lost, to bring you drinks. It's easy to be vanilla in the casino and just do your own thing. I had a Culver's cheeseburger and I went shopping at Walmart. Oh, do you, Annie? I think that's a tough one. You like that? It gives you a good feeling to gamble. Do you chase your losses? Is that the problem? Trying to win them back? Indian time. I never heard of that. Yeah. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, Ricky Bobby, good guy. He's down there. I don't know what drug he takes, but a couple of months ago he was down there running around with no clothes on, screaming at the top of his lungs. Oh, you're not a gambler, Rita? Oh, that's good. Yeah. And believe it or not, now this is buying a lottery ticket isn't considered gambling. It's considered a game of chance. Hey, by the way, intellectual, the fantasy five is up to 350 grand. That's pretty good for a dollar bet. Yeah, I've won, four or 500, something like that. Nothing great. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right, DZ. It sure does. Yeah. Yeah. One arm bandits. Yeah, not anymore. You push a button. I don't even think you can pull an arm anywhere, can you? Oh, okay, LA, huh? Indian time. Oh, it's 30 to 3. Oh, no kidding. That's what Becky's on. I'm going to use that next time she does that to me. Call on Indian time. No kidding, Annie. Wow. That is so crazy. Daisy, I think you were on Indian time last night when I tried to get you to come inside. And I'm going to spank your butt next time. I'm going to spank your butt next time, huh? Just bought a big quart of carrot juice tonight. Yeah. My excitement's over for the night. I had my glass of carrot juice. I'm addicted to it. Hey, Dolly, how you feeling? Get those test results back? I ate my last bag today. I didn't get any more today. It's got a lot of salt in it. Not been more than 30. You must not be there long. Oh, did you, Daisy? Wow. Yeah, I got a couple buddies of mine in sport. That's what got Art Schleister in trouble. Yeah, I just wanted to win, man. It's crazy. I like carrot juice. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm not really into it that much, you know. Yeah, Bald House Farms. Yeah, yeah, that's the one I get. Yeah, I think that's the only way you can get around here, isn't it? That's what I thought. Good day today, Jackie. Good. How'd your day go? I didn't get any dragon's milk today. No, I got that. I got that Graham and yeah. I figured I'd uh, knock out, but I didn't. I'm not drinking anything tonight. But she does have selective hearing. Yeah. Oh, you drink those too, graphic? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's good. Oh, Daisy. Yeah, I said spank Daisy's butt if she didn't come in. Got your ears tuned in, didn't it, Annie? Spanking. You're giving yourself away tonight. Mark, you feeling a lot better tonight? Today? Oh, sorry about that, Jackie. You eat cereal with what in it? Wheat? Oh, okay. What do you got? The hell do they call that? That gluten sickness, celiac disease. That really makes you that sick, huh? Oh wow. Oh, good for you, DZ. Oh, good, Mark. Hey, Stacy, how's it going? Oh yeah, I've been there. I know the feeling. I losing it. Sure do. Losing it. Oh, really? Really frisky. That's got a lot of copper in it? Huh. Oh, that's too bad, Faye. How are they doing, by the way? Somebody said he passed out the other day. What, anybody have any idea what that was from? Yeah, but I believe it, DZ. That'll do it. Yeah, not having a choice. Yeah. I never heard of that. B8's got so much damn salt in it, though, Tim. Oh, it triggered you. Okay. Oh, you guys are neighbors, huh? That's cool. Oh, dehydrated. Okay. You gotta get pretty damn dehydrated to pass out. You know, there's a point where you can't catch up by drinking water. I had it happen to me one time on a date. It's my first date. I remember, I'll never forget, we were going to see Saving Private Ryan. I thought that movie would never end. And I was not feeling good, had a fever and just felt like shit. But, we were going to get together and it finally happened. Then we went out to eat afterwards and I was sitting there talking to her at the table. And I remember thinking, I think it's going to be lights out. I think I'm dying. So, hey, Pam. So I went, the bathroom was downstairs. And all I can remember doing was looking in the mirror. And the next thing I knew, they were like putting something on my head, and it was two ambulance attendants. And they said I cut my head, and they said I was just laying on the floor. So, I realized I've been down there like 20 minutes. So I said, no, man, I got to get out of here. I don't want to go to the hospital. I cleaned my head, got up. You can refuse medical treatment. So I get upstairs, and she already knew something like that happened because one of the employees told her, and then the manager came over and told her what happened. So they took a cab home, and it happened to me again later that night. And I went to the emergency room, and they actually kept me overnight, dehydrated. Yeah, I didn't think that was possible. Hey, Sharon. Yeah, that was a hell of an introduction on a first date. Yeah. Yeah, I really impressed her. I sure did. Oh, does it, Amy? Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. Do you have some Xanax laying around, Amy? Do you have a prescription for those? Oh, good, Sharon. Everything looking good? So far, so good? Yeah, disaster day, yeah. I got tired of her anyway. Yeah, she was super sweet, yeah. I ended up dating her for the rest of the summer and then just got sick of it. She ended up marrying some state trooper. Her kid, she had two kids and they were young. One was like 7, one was like 9. I'm telling you, this 7-year-old, even as a little kid, he could throw so hard. Long story short, he ended up getting a full ride scholarship as a pitcher. Ended up making into the big leagues. Was pitching for San Diego. First pitch he threw, I think they hit a grand slam. Second pitch he threw, I think they hit a homer. It was all downhill after that. In and out of the minors for 4 years. Now I see he's going back to the University of Minnesota to finish up his degree. He's like 30 years old. Yeah, great job on the first interview, Sharon. Yep. Good job. Great channel. Doing really well. Just spilling the tea. Sharon B. Hey, Jackie. Oh, really, Jackie? But I know as far as panic attacks, heading them off, it's a good medication for that. Oh, sorry about that. No, I don't have any, but I never tried it, but I know people that do, and I know it's very effective for panic attacks. It works right away. Yeah, Sharon did really well. Good for her. Yep. Oh, okay, Sharon. Not allowed on the phone, huh? Oh, thank you, Terry, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. No, I never had any children. No, I never wanted kids, to be honest with you. Oh, good. I'll make sure I go live at 8 too, Sharon. Same time you do. Hey, Crystal. Good. How you doing? Yeah, get them for an emergency. That's right, Simka. It's true. Yeah. Yeah, Clonmel. Well, like claiming benzodiazepines, I've never known anybody addicted to them, but I know people do. That's going to be my present to Sharon, starting a chat at the same time she starts hers. It's going to be like the Hatfields and the McCoys. Yeah. You got to be careful giving medications away. They can charge you with distribution. No, they're not going to do that on a Prozac, but you start shipping around benzodiazepines, Klonopin, Xanax, any of those, that could get you charged with a felony. Even if you don't mail it and you give it to a friend of yours. And here's another thing people don't know. Let's say Amy needs 5 Xanax, and Jackie has 5, and they meet, and she gives her 5. If you get pulled over and they find those Xanax, you got a big problem. And here's even a bigger problem. If you get in a car accident and they do a blood draw and they find Xanax in your system and you don't have a prescription for it, you're going to get nailed with operating under the influence. Yeah. That's not true, DZ. Yeah, big time. Yep. One Adderall will do it. It will. Yeah. It's interesting, all the different things they use that drug for. Yeah. Yeah, get in trouble. Lots of people do, Terry. Plenty of people do. Yeah. Yep. Good night, Todd. Thank you. Deep doo-doo. That's it, DZ. It does over long term, Amy. There's some pretty good studies out there on Benadryl and dementia over long term. That's true. It's true. Anybody that takes Benadryl to sleep, you might want to read up on those. Yeah, it's it, Simke. You do. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Yeah, Xanax also helps a lot of people. Oh, did you? For one pill, Terry? Wow. Did you plead it down to a misdemeanor or was it a felony? No kidding, LA. Wow. Oh, did they, Jackie? That's interesting. Where was that law passed? Yeah, I'm not kidding you about that, Jane. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It does, just like Oxyterra. Yep, sure does. Yep. That's what got Prince. Fake Vicodin. Oh, wow. No kidding. Oh, good for you. No kidding, huh? Would you get pulled over in a traffic stop? Yeah, it's very helpful, Simca. You know that. Yeah. I mean, there's a medicinal reason for it. It's good for some people. Remeron's good. Yeah, they sure are easy. Yeah. Tom Petty got it on fake Vicodin too. Oh, are you, Annie? Yeah, it's a tough one to get off of. Yeah, that's what killed him, Jane. Yep, sure is. Yep. Huh. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, Xanax. Yeah. Well, I know they sell a lot of them down the streets in Detroit. I don't know. I think they're like, I don't know. I know they used to be $8 a pill or something. Wellbutrin is snorted. Yeah, yeah. That's something. Yeah, they helped you. Yeah. Yeah, too much of a stimulant, Simca. Yeah. They grind Wellbutrin up and snort it to get high. That's an old drug anyway. There's a lot better ones out there now. Yeah, Wellbutrin. Yeah, I didn't know that. Somebody brought it up on a chat about a month ago, and I looked it up. Sure enough, it was true. Yeah. Oh, really, Debbie? That's what Prince said about his hip. I don't know if I buy that. Do you, Annie? Have you thought about getting this, under control a little better? No kidding, Donnie. Wow. Good night, Sharon. See you tomorrow night. I won't be on though because I'll be starting my own chat at 8. It's called Spilling the Tea with Tea. Yeah, isn't that the truth here? Yeah. Yeah, Prince seemed like a good guy. Although, if you listen to people that worked with him, he seemed like a big asshole. Didn't pay people, was always screwing them around. I don't know I don't really feel like about him like I did. It gives you a high, a stimulant. You get high on it. Yeah, Google it, Rita. You'll read all about it. I didn't know about that either. Spilling the tea. I believe that, Simca. Really? I bet you got skinny too, didn't you? They use it for weight loss and to get people to quit smoking. Wow. Yeah, it's easy to get. It's cheap too. Oh, you're already skinny. Okay. Have you read any of that, what I sent you? Did you read any of it, Simca? I'm going to be getting a call from him any day. That's why I asked. Opinion on it. 10 being the best. 10 the best. Ebony snorted her heroin. She didn't inject it. Oh, did you send that today? I checked my emails earlier. I didn't see any emails in there on that. Somebody else sent me to my Gmail or my THM. Maybe I'll have to look. Okay, I'll look for it. I didn't notice it though. Oh, Gmail. Okay. Was this today? How do you rate it 10 being the best of what you've read so far? Not right now, I'm not, Gene. But thank you. No, nothing. Zero. Nothing. I'm going to go down there, not this week, next week. Oh, last week? No, I never saw it. Seriously. No kidding, huh? That's surprising. No, I didn't get any damn email. Could you send it again, please? So you don't think it's good at all? Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry about that. Damn it. Yeah, what LA, how do you feel about that experience, him being on that drug? Good or bad? I took some St. John's wort. It helps. Oh, tell her he said hello, Faye. All right, Terry, take care. Yeah, it's it, proud. Yeah, you're right. No, sorry about that, Terry. Yeah, have a good night. Which one? What, Jade? I'm not sure what you're asking me about. Oh, interesting, DZ. Okay. Good night, Terry. Glad you got that bargain down. Oh, it's interesting, Jackie. Oh, okay. Smoking. Oh, come on. What's next? Putting it in brownies? I heard of the Xanax driving a car down the expressway. How's that? Oh, crazy. Smoking Xanax. Wow. Oh, yeah, yeah. You got to check that out, Jane. You like that intellectual? A pill driving a car. That's pretty crazy as Xanax. You can only imagine what it does to someone's mind. Yeah, I think she's full of shit, Jackie. That doesn't sound believable. They don't make laws for stuff like that. I think you should get rid of her as your friend. Huh. Huh. Yeah, I never took one. No, I never did. No. Intellectual, did you take one before you looked at the blue ice? Good night, Jackie. Hope you feel better. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's a good point, Brown. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Yeah, you're right, Terry. Yeah. Huh. Okay. There you go. You should have smoked it. Once in a while, you got to think out of the box. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Got it under control. Good deal. Yeah, give it a try. That way you'll be consistent. Yeah, but I think they still sell a ton of it. They realize that no matter how high they tax it, it's not going to affect their sales. Were you really, Amy? What were the circumstances? What happened? How they trick you like that? That's not nice. Oh, I tried to smoke pens, poor guy. Yeah. Hey Ashley, how you doing? How's it going? Oh, okay, Jackie. Yeah, you're right, Easy. Muscle memory. Yep, it's true. Yeah, he had dementia, actually. He thought it was a cigar or something. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that, Brown. Oh, no kidding, Amy. Yeah, that's not cool to do stuff like that. Yeah, Kat, you said something about that a month ago or so. Yeah, it does last hours. That's right. Yeah. Huh. That's crazy. Yeah, that's good, Terry. Yeah. Now, what's that about, Mark, below deck? Wow, Pakistan, is he still alive? Yeah, don't say. Yeah. No, that's not cool, Frisky. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah. Yep. Good night, Rita. Yeah, you're right, Deezy. Yeah. Yeah, you got it, Terry. Yep, it's true. Yep. Oh, that's not cool, Deezy. Wow. Oh, thank you, Bobby. Glad to have you. Thanks a lot. Oh, good, Terry. Glad you like them. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't happen every time, but there's some pretty good published studies, Simca. It's like anything, right? There's people out there that, have high cholesterol, that eat meat every day, that never have a consequence from it. But in general, oh, I never watched. Is that pretty good, Mark? Do you like it? Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a strange guy, big time. I blocked him a long time ago. Oh, I don't blame him. Yeah, he's a strange dude. He'll eventually end up getting kicked off there. Oh, really, Alethea? Huh. Oh, yeah, sorry about that, Simka. Yeah, he's always talking about that. He's a strange guy. I mean, a real weirdo. That secular human. He creeps all the working girls out on Michigan Avenue, too. That secular human, this weirdo down around Detroit. Yeah, super weird is right. Yeah, you're right, Proud. Yeah. Yeah, he was. Yeah. I threw him off here months ago. Yeah, he's nuts. It's crazy. Yeah, good question. Yeah, he's always trying to talk to them, give them rides, want to be their friend. He's just something really off with that guy. Oh my God, I can't imagine him being a parent in any capacity. Which Jamie? Yeah, he's strange. Good girl, hon. Good girl. Yeah, he's strange. Yeah, no, he's weird. You got to meet him in person. It's even worse. Yeah, Daisy keeps a good eye out. Yeah, he's a strange guy. Well, I think I'm going to sign off, you guys. I'm going to catch up on some of my reading. This is a great chat. Just decided to go on spur of the moment. Here we are. Have a good chat tonight. Worked out well. Thank you. You guys have a good night, rest of your night tonight. Debbie and Dave, Major, Amy, Mark, Simca, Terry, Frisky. Yes, Stephanie, you have a good night tonight. You have a good night, Amy. Good night, Jane. Virginia, did you get that Astro van working? Good night, Faye. Say hi to Mary. Yep, sure will, Terry. Yep. Oh, good, DZ. Welcome anytime. Yep. I'm going to go smoke some Viagra right now in my used crack pipe. I hope nobody cops an attitude about this. And then I'm going to make Pop-Tarts. Sing old Elvis songs until I fall asleep on top of my old Hustler magazines. I'm not addicted, though. See you, Graphic. All right, Terry, up. Take care. Yeah. Good. Good night, Richard. All right, Mark. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Jane. All right, Alika. Absolutely, Annie. I want to be one of those bad influences. All right, Debbie and Dave. All right, see you, Terry. Bye, Ally. All right, Jane. Blue ice. You know, we got to figure out a name for that, to use that on something, Simca, or code word. See you, Faye. All right, you guys, take care. Yeah, it was a good chat. Thank you.